what else would you talk about at halftime? But with the softball coach, brand new softball coach, Kathryn Gleason. First of all, I want to welcome you here to High on Heights. How's your time been so far here?
The time's been great. The NKU Norse community in athletics and in the whole, throughout the entire university has been tremendous, welcoming, and really enjoyed my time so far.
Well, practice is already underway in the spring sports, and, just tell me what you're looking forward to here in the upcoming season.
We've been pretty lucky the last couple days just to get outside and see what we've been doing. Sending them home after Thanksgiving break and hoping they do those workouts, and now just getting them back in the gym. And, I think the most important thing about getting outside is that we can play as a team and do some team things, and that's been very beneficial to us the last couple days. So we'll get out again tomorrow. We're probably less than 3 weeks from our first game at Tennessee State.
Okay, tell us about your staff. Obviously, the whole new coaching staff. Introduce us briefly to who you brought in to help you out.
Well, Shayna Madura joined me in late October. She's a Penn State grad, used to be a head coach at a junior college in New York. Jamie Shuley just joined us 3 days ago as our pitching coach, so I'm happy to hand over the pitching duties over to her. She's been doing a tremendous job. She played at Norfolk State. And then I have a volunteer coach, Robbie Prince, who works here in the university in the accounting department, and gladly leaves the desk job to come out every afternoon to help us out.
Absolutely. So. Now, not only are you guys a new staff, but as a program, you're going into a new league, into the Horizon League. Kind of talk about the challenges that brings on.
Well, I think we don't talk about challenges of it. We talk about how excited we are of it. We're in our last year of reclassification into Division I, and what a year to do it, entering a new conference in the Horizon League. And, the whole department, the whole university is talked about on the rise, and that's how we embrace that, and on the rise. And we see it as an advantage because no one really knows about Northern Kentucky in the Horizon League. In terms of our softball program. So we'll be opening some eyes and some surprises.
All right, your schedule starts here shortly, just a couple of weeks. You said Tennessee State?
Tennessee State.
Okay, kind of talk about your schedule coming up, starting as we got the graphic there. Just kind of talk about that. Looks like your non-conference schedule. Just kind of talk about some of those games there.
Yeah, we'll head to Tennessee State, Nashville, Tennessee here in less than 3 weeks. Open up with Louisiana Monroe, who I just saw some of their stats. They like to steal some bases. We'll head to Tennessee, Chattanooga that following weekend, and then for spring break, we get to head to Clearwater, Florida, and play about 10, 11 games down there. So it'll be nice for us to, step away from school for a little bit, and then after that come back and go to the University of Memphis for a 2-game set, and then start the Horizon League here at home.
Right before that, you go to the University of Kentucky. It looks like that's a very tough challenge, but that's something you kind of gauge your team on as well, too.
Absolutely, and being in the state of Kentucky, we want to get out and play the best and have a great experience at their brand new stadium the last couple of years. And I've been friends with Rachel, Coach Lawson, for a long time, and she was one of the first phone calls I made to see if we can get on their schedule. And they'll reciprocate and come back up here next year.
And let's just talk about your background real quick, where you came from and your experience before you ended up here at Northern Kentucky.
Oh, I've been coaching for about 18 years. I played at the University of Michigan for legendary Hall of Fame coach Carol Hutchins, and from there went to the University of Massachusetts and was mentored by another Hall of Famer, Elaine Sortino. From there to Purdue, to Michigan State for 6 years, back to UMass for a couple years, and the last 3 years I've spent at Boston University as the head coach, and truly enjoyed my time there. And actually, when I arrived, we went into the Patriot League, so I'm getting used to going into new conferences.
So what you're saying is this is almost like Florida for you, coming down to the Cincinnati area.
From Boston, absolutely. So we're enjoying the weather.
Well, Coach Gleason, pleasure to have you on here. We'll have a few games on ESPN3 coming up, so we're looking forward to it.
All
and
right.
Best of luck on the coming season.
Thank you. Go Norse.
That's Kathryn Gleason, the new head coach of the NKU softball team.